You're currently being tracked. Every time you open your laptop to book a flight or check a hotel price, a sophisticated algorithm is sizing you up. It sees your zip code, it sees your search history, and it sees that you're over 50, which, in the eyes of the travel industry, makes you a prime target for a massive convenience tax. The travel industry loves the 50-plus demographic because they assume you have more disposable income and less patience for tech hurdles. They're banking on you clicking the first suggested price you see. Most travelers are overpaying by 30% or more on every single trip, not because they aren't savvy, but because they're using the same outdated websites and discount portals they've used for a decade. I've spent the last 20 years living out of a carry-on, navigating 85 countries, and consulting for the very platforms that are trying to squeeze those extra dollars out of your retirement fund. I've seen the back end of these booking engines. I know exactly how they manipulate prices based on your device and your age. It's a rigged game, and frankly, I'm tired of seeing people work hard for decades only to hand over their travel budget to a corporation that thinks senior is synonymous with subscriber to higher rates. You've probably been told that incognito mode or clearing your cookies is the secret to lower fares. That's a myth. It's the digital equivalent of an old wives' tale. It doesn't work anymore. The real way to beat the system, the way to actually keep that $1,500 or $2,000 in your pocket, comes down to 3 specific tools that most travelers have never even heard of. But before we look at the how, we have to look at the why. Why is it that 2 people sitting in the same row on a flight to Rome paid vastly different prices? One paid $600 and the other paid $1,400. It isn't just about booking early. In fact, booking too early is one of the biggest mistakes I see people over 50 make. They want the peace of mind of having it settled, but that peace of mind is costing them a fortune. Here's the secret. The travel market is no longer a static list of prices. It's a living, breathing auction that updates every few seconds. If you aren't using an automated system to monitor that auction for you, you're essentially walking into a casino and hoping the house lets you in. I'm going to show you how to flip the script. I'm going to hand you the exact toolkit I use to ensure I never pay retail for a seat or a suite again. If you're ready to stop being the target and start being the one who actually gets the deal, you're in the right place. I know this sounds like a lot of tech-heavy lifting, but stick with me. These tools are actually simpler than the apps you're using right now. They just happen to be way more powerful. If you find this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps get this info to more travelers who are tired of being overcharged. Now, you might be asking, what's the first thing I need to change? It starts with the one app that handles the most expensive part of your trip. The biggest expense you're going to face is the flight. And this is where the industry's smoke and mirrors game is the strongest. You've likely used Expedia, Kayak, or Priceline. They're fine, but they're middlemen. And middlemen love their markups. The first tool you need to master is Google Flights. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've seen Google Flights before, but you aren't using it the way a pro does. Most people treat it like a digital Yellow Pages. Pros treat it like a high-speed trading floor. The secret isn't just the search bar. It's the Explore map and the Track Prices toggle. If you have a general idea of where you want to go, say Europe or the Caribbean, but you aren't tied to a specific city, the Explore map is your best friend. It shows you every possible destination from your home airport on a single map with the literal lowest price attached to it. It's how I found a $450 round trip from Chicago to Barcelona while my friends were paying $1,200 for the exact same dates. But here's the kicker. Google recently rolled out an AI-powered flight deals tool that actually predicts when a price is at its absolute floor. Instead of guessing if you should wait or book, the system now gives you a confidence rating. If it says, book now, you book. And for the love of all things holy, use the Exclude Basic Economy filter. I see so many travelers over 50 get lured in by a low price, only to realize at the airport that they can't even use the overhead bin or pick a seat next to their spouse without paying another $150. Google Flights lets you filter those trap fares out from the start, so you're seeing the real price of a comfortable seat. Now, you might be thinking, that still sounds like a lot of checking and rechecking. And you're right. Who has the time to stare at a screen all day? That's where the second tool comes in. If Google Flights is your radar, Going, formerly known as Scott's Cheap Flights, is your early warning system. This isn't a search engine. It's a service where actual human beings and some very smart algorithms hunt for mistake fares. I'm talking about the times an airline employee accidentally enters $60 instead of $600. It happens way more often than you'd think. Going sends these directly to your inbox or phone. You don't search, you just wait for the alert. Last year, they flagged a business class mistake fare to Tokyo for under $900. Normally, that's a $5,000 seat. This is the ultimate stop overpaying hack because these deals often last for less than 2 hours. If you aren't on the list, you simply miss out. But it gets even better. While getting there is one thing, where you stay can make or break the budget. And you're back. Most people go straight to the big hotel sites and pay the tourist tax without even realizing there's a backdoor way to get 5-star luxury for 3-star prices. I'm talking about a tool that solves the hotel bait and switch once and for all. This is where most travelers get it wrong. They spend weeks meticulously planning their stay, booking months in advance, and paying the peace of mind premium. But if you're looking for that 5-star experience on a 3-star budget, you have to look where the hotels are desperate. The third app you need to download right now, and I mean before you even finish this video, is Hotel Tonight. Here's the deal. Every single night, luxury hotels in cities like Paris, New York, and Tokyo have break-even rooms. These are high-end suites that are sitting empty. A hotel would rather sell a $400 room for $120 than let it sit vacant. Hotel Tonight is the back door they use to offload that inventory without ruining their prestige brand on the main search engines. Now, most people think this is only for last-minute backpackers. Wrong. You can actually book up to 100 days in advance, but the real magic happens in that 7-day window before your trip. The app categorizes hotels into basic, hip, and luxe. If you're over 50, you've earned the right to stay in luxe, and this is how you do it without draining the retirement account. But here is the pro move that most people miss. Once you find a deal on Hotel Tonight, check if you can layer on your AARP or AAA discount. A lot of people forget that being over 50 is essentially a membership card to lower prices that the 20-somethings literally aren't allowed to access. When you combine these three, using Google Flights to find the route, Going to catch the mistake fares, and Hotel Tonight to snag the luxury suite, you aren't just a traveler anymore. You're an information arbitrager. You're playing the same game the travel agents used to play, but you're keeping the commission for yourself. Imagine this. You're sitting in a business class seat you got for the price of coach, heading to a boutique hotel in Florence where you're paying half of what the couple next to you in the lobby paid. That's not just saving money, that's winning. I've seen too many people wait until they're retired to travel, only to get sticker shock and stay home. Don't let the industry's outdated pricing models steal your experiences. The tech is there to work for you, not against you. I want to hear from you. Which of these three are you downloading first? Or do you have a secret over 50 travel hack I missed? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one because that's how we all get better at this. If you want the exact checklist of how I set up my Google Flight alerts so I never miss a deal, I've put together a quick guide for you. Stick around for the next video where I'm going to show you the one packing hack that will save you another $100 in checked bag fees every single time you fly. See you in the next one.